Welcome to Things Above Podcast. This is the place where things only go up from here. I'm your host, Taylar, and thank you for joining me for another episode. If this is your first time, I want to say welcome. I want to encourage you to listen to some of the other episodes because after each episode, I want you to feel uplifted. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. I don't know if y'all been experiencing it, but the warfare has been real. My emotions have been all over the place, moving up and down like a roller coaster. And just Sunday night, I had an interesting yet thought-provoking conversation, and it allowed me to unpack some things on my own time. And from some past trauma, I realized that I am not fully healed yet. So today, let's talk about being brokenhearted. And I'm not talking about some little crush or a relationship or something like that, and it just didn't work out. I'm talking about lies, betrayal, the type of mental gymnastics of trauma that will rock somebody to their core. I believe there are different degrees of heartbreak. From something you can get over in maybe a few days, a few weeks, a few months. And then there's the heartbreak that seems like it changes and restructures your whole DNA. But I want to encourage you today that if you're going through something like this, or you know somebody else that's been dealing with heartbreak, you can get over it. It takes some hard work and perseverance and just a determination to not throw in the towel. There will be days where you may not want to get out of bed. You may not want to spend time with your loved ones. You may not want to attend events, especially if they're associated with someone who has hurt you, or you just don't want to have to answer questions. Because the reality of it all is we get tired of putting on these different masks, trying to hide pain, trying to hide struggle in the state of our mental health. But this is real life, and sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do to get by. And in getting by, we never really face it head on and acknowledge what has been done to us. Because acknowledgement will allow acceptance, and in acceptance, there should be forgiveness. It's easier just to bury it and be numb to whatever the situation is. But the thing about numbness is you start to feel again. And those emotions, that hurt, that pain, it comes flooding back in, like that of a tsunami. And we know the devastating impacts a tsunami can make when it hits. But I found in the midst of my tears, my overflow, and acknowledgement to God that I am hurt, that I am still struggling with some things, that I do need to forgive certain people in certain areas. I believe that's where the healing began to take place. And God began to uproot the unforgiveness and throw it in the fire. Do you ever find yourself in a state of self-pity? It's okay to wallow in it for a little while, but if you find that you're doing it for so long, changes begin to take place in the inside and in your physical appearance. It will change the way that you look. It will change the way that how you feel. But if you allow God to come in and uproot all the bitterness and unforgiveness, then His light will begin to shine through you. You will begin to feel better and see a light at the end of the tunnel. And the tunnel will not seem so long of a dark walk. But you will also be reminded that you're not in this alone. I don't know what situation that you may find yourself in today and you feel like it's hopeless, or if there is someone that you need to forgive. I say release that hurt and let it go. release them. Those people, those situations have gone on with their lives, and the situation has served its season. Everything that we go through, it's to get something out of it. It's to learn. And as you continue to learn, you continue to evolve as a person. Also, you evolve in your spirit. And after each test and trial you overcome, you become that much closer to perfection, that much closer to God. Before I conclude today's episode, I want to share a Bible scripture of reference for this episode. It's Romans 8:18, and it states, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us." So you may find yourself in a dark place now, but keep going. There is greater glory coming, and that will be revealed. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. This is Things Above Podcast. This is the place where things only go up. From here, I'm your host, Taylar Jacque. Until next time.